You won't believe what's coming. European, American, and Japanese auto moguls once scoffed at the notion of China's car manufacturers achieving rapid growth. However, the reality is staggering. Chinese electric vehicles are not mere imitations. Rather, they stand as standards-compliant, road-ready marvels, challenging the prevailing narrative of inferiority. Equipped with advanced features such as autopilot navigation, face recognition cameras, monitoring driver fatigue, and AI-infused high-resolution dashboard screens, they embody the epitome of innovation. Take Xiaomi, a leading Chinese smartphone brand, which has invested a staggering $1 billion to transition into the EV market. Meanwhile, the telecom giant Huawei has joined forces with the state-owned Chery Automobile, culminating in the luxurious EV brand Luxeed, set to launch in November. In the midst of fierce competition among the 300 EV manufacturers in China, one homegrown brand has outshone the rest. Guided by a visionary billionaire CEO, BYD has eclipsed Tesla to claim the title of the world's largest pure electric vehicle manufacturer in the fourth quarter of 2023. BYD's global deliveries surged by 22%, surpassing Tesla's by a substantial 41,000 EVs. As Tesla's primary contender in China, BYD is poised to become a formidable force in the global automotive arena. Backed by Warren Buffett, this 28-year-old manufacturing juggernaut dominates EV battery production, second only to KTL in China. BYD commands a staggering 37% of the domestic market and aims to reach a full half by 2026. In 2022, 4 of the top 10 EVs sold worldwide were manufactured by BYD, a testament to its prowess. What sets BYD apart is not only its market dominance, but also its commitment to technological innovation. Leading the charts in China for patented technologies, with nearly 30,000 to its name, BYD launched the groundbreaking Blade lithium iron phosphate battery in 2020, a game-changer known for its enhanced safety features. In stark contrast to Tesla, BYD offers a battery-powered EV in China priced at a modest $26,000. The company's vertical integration strategy, manufacturing its own batteries, semiconductors, and even seat upholstery, allows it not only to provide an affordable option, but also to turn a substantial profit. Other Chinese EV manufacturers, including NIO, Li Auto, XPeng, and Hi-Fi, are also making waves in the industry, collectively contributing to the paradigm shift in the automotive landscape. Auto history, repeating itself. In short, the dominance of General Motors, Ford, Volkswagen, and other traditional auto brands is under threat from Chinese companies, marking a recurring pattern of oversight by the established car industry. Similar oversights occurred in the past, such as dismissing Toyota and Nissan in the 1980s and underestimating Tesla's impact. Now, history repeats itself with China's emergence as a formidable force in the EV sector. Legacy auto companies have historically underestimated emerging threats, even though the existence of EVs has been known for 2 decades with the presence of Tesla. Lacking familiarity with battery technology, these companies stuck to their comfort zones, neglecting the advancements made by US startups and Chinese battery firms. Chinese automakers are now gaining ground in Europe's EV market, with the European Commission expressing concern about the influx of competitively priced Chinese electric cars. The artificially low prices, supported by substantial subsidies, prompted the European Union to launch an investigation into China's government support for its EV industry. On the contrary, China staunchly opposes the EU's assessment of its EV exports. This opposition is not rooted in substantial national subsidies, but rather in the robust competitiveness of China's industrial chain, thriving in a fully competitive market. The significance of the rise of Chinese EVs as a threat to the Western world lies in the profound impact of the auto industry on national economies. In the UK, the auto industry supports 800,000 jobs, while in the US, it employed an average of 4.3 million people in 2022. The auto industry constitutes approximately 1.3% of the US population and 1.7% of the workforce. Beyond job numbers, the auto industry's influence extends to automotive engineering, education, and science-based capabilities. Losing the automotive industry means losing crucial expertise, specialized education, and a foundation for future economic prosperity. Governments worldwide should prioritize support for their auto industries due to their fundamental role in GDP and the nation's future wealth. How China swiftly dominate the EV market. China's pursuit of a transition to electric power in transportation has been a strategic endeavor spanning decades, buoyed by state support, spearheaded by Wan Gang, a former Minister of Science and Technology. Wan, previously a Germany-based fuel cell engineer at Volkswagen Audi, successfully advocated over 20 years ago for China to invest in what eventually became known as new energy vehicles. This visionary move was presented as a means to enhance economic growth, address China's air pollution issues, and diminish its reliance on oil imports. At that time, it became evident to China that competing with the West in internal combustion engines was not a viable option. Their audacious yet innovative solution involved leapfrogging the West through the development of new energy vehicles. China possesses a vast market, economies of scale, governmental subsidies, and support, coupled with an international strategy aimed at attaining dominance in overseas markets with affordable electric vehicles, a product that Western manufacturers struggled to produce. Wan's strategic approach involved utilizing government incentives to initially attract manufacturers, thereby catalyzing China's dominance in electric vehicles. Chinese companies were mandated by the central government to pivot towards electric vehicles, with assurances that the government would stimulate the sales of these vehicles, an advantage not enjoyed by the West. Chinese companies have established an extensive lead across the entire electric vehicle supply chain, encompassing minerals, batteries, and car manufacturing. The future will be electric. China stands as the globe's foremost market for new energy vehicles. By the close of 2022, NEV ownership in China had soared to an impressive 13.1 million, marking a substantial uptick of 5.26 million vehicles. This remarkable surge represented a growth rate of 67.13% compared to 2021. Within this expansive NEV fleet, electric vehicles claimed a staggering 79.78% share, totaling 10.45 million. In contrast, the US recorded the sale of merely 1 million EVs in the same year, highlighting a tenfold difference compared to China. China's global dominance in the EV supply chain is underscored by its control over more than 3/4 of the world's battery production capacity. The battery, a pivotal component constituting 40% of an EV's total cost, accentuates China's significant role in the industry. Furthermore, China commands over half of the world's processing and refining capacity for essential materials like lithium, cobalt, and graphite, vital for EV battery production. Specifically, China boasts a 70% global production capacity for cathodes and an 85% capacity for anodes. Leveraging inherent supply chain advantages, China enjoys cost reductions in logistics, labor, and land management. The expansive EV market facilitates economies of scale, providing China's EV manufacturing industry with a cost advantage of approximately 20% compared to Western markets in the US and Europe. The future appears to be distinctly electric, with China at the forefront of this transformative era. Now let us ask you a question. If you're thinking about getting a new car, would you ever consider an electric one? And if you're into electric cars, would you go for a Tesla or a Chinese-made one? Share your insights by leaving comments below. If you enjoyed this video, express your support by hitting the like button. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for a continuous stream of captivating videos like this one.